Here's an easy question for music lovers or perhaps followers of the pop charts. What do Bob Dylan, Neil Young, James Brown and Bruce Springsteen all have in common? Well, they or their families have all sold the publishing rights to their music catalogues in deals worth hundreds of millions of euros. It's clearly a growing trend in an extremely complicated world where so many artists are struggling to make money from their songs. Well, to tell us more about this is Andrew Trendle, news editor at the NME. Well, thanks for joining us here on the programme. Break it down for us. What does this deal mean for, David Bowie's music? Does it mean it's going to be used more in adverts or more expensive to buy now?
I don't think it'll become more expensive to buy. I just think it will give the label, the buyers, a lot more freedom of what they can and can't do with it. David Bowie's estate have been quite protective of it. There was a biopic that came out a couple of years ago that famously didn't feature any of Bowie's music. So there is very much the potential that they could release a David Bowie biopic featuring his music. We might just see it on more TV, more adverts. But essentially what it means is that this is a very safe investment for the buyers, really. When it comes to these artists that we've mentioned, like Bruce Springsteen, Stevie Nicks, Neil Young, Bob Dylan, Paul Simon, their music being in demand and being used is a very, very safe bet, and they will see a return on this. And now Bowie's estate will just get a very tidy, safe lump sum now, rather than having to wait on a song becoming more popular in a few years or perhaps going viral on TikTok, etc.
How is the music industry going to be affected there for now in terms of investors, people looking to back artists, considering that they can make money from so many streams, not only streaming, of course, but video games, films, publishing scores?
I'm not sure. I think it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because the internet has created whole new markets in terms of music, really. It's not just a matter of how it used to be, where an artist would sign a contract for X many thousands of euros or X many whatever, and then that they would recoup that through selling music on a plastic disc. The idea of CDs being an industry seems crazy now. So I think it's interesting that there are now all these new different revenue streams, people talking about NFTs, what can be done with streaming, what can be done with promoting music via TikTok. It's a whole new era. And it was quite interesting because David Bowie foresaw this. He was one of the first early champions of the internet. So I think if he were here today, he would probably be on board with this. He once said, way before the time of Napster and Spotify, he said that music will one day become like running water or electricity. It'll be streamed into your house. And at the time, that was quite a revolutionary thing to say, and no one really believed him. But here we are talking about his music being purchased to be used in this new marketplace. So I'd be quite curious to see what he would have thought of this. I think he would have approved.
Indeed, well, we'll never know, but certainly it seems that his words were true. Andrew Trendle, news editor at NME, thanks for joining us here on the programme.
Thank you.